Okay, guys, I am seriously so excited. Well, let me introduce myself if you're new here. My name is Erica Bell. I'm a professional organizer, and sometimes I share travel tips and also just like different life stuff. So, let me tell you what I'm about to do. I'm so excited. I am gearing up for a wellness retreat. This is something I have wanted to do like my whole life, my whole adult life at least. And it's finally happening. Just a weekend of yoga and wellness and meditating and like woo-woo things like that, self-discovery. I don't even know, but I'm so excited. It's at a place called Civana. It's in, wait for it, Carefree, Arizona. I mean, come on. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I thought I would take you guys along for the ride and you can come alongside me and see what you think. So from start to finish, I'm going to pack my bag. I'll use some of the tips and tricks for organizing your suitcase. And then we'll just see what this place is all about together. Stay tuned. Enjoy. All right, I'm starting my packing process. You guys know, well, not the process, but the actual packing itself. My process starts like when I make my list, which is usually at least a couple weeks out. So I've got my list. For this trip, it's pretty easy. It's like workout gear. Maybe a couple cute outfits for like dinners. But that's it. We're gonna be like hiking and meditating and like doing sound baths and yoga and that kind of stuff. So don't need a whole lot. And yeah, so let me get to it. Oh, and of course I checked the weather and it's definitely colder than it is here. So I'm in Florida right now, and there it's gonna be like, well, first of all, here it's like 80 degrees. There it's gonna be like highs in the 60s, lows in the 40s. It's gonna be perfect. All right, so I feel like I pretty much have most everything. I'll finish packing my toiletries right before I take off because I'll need them again. I'll put my jewelry in my backpack. I'm gonna carry a backpack instead of some kind of cute carry-on, just because I'm gonna have my computer and stuff. I've got my outfit laid out for the travel, and I'll put my wallet in here, my water bottle, headphones, sunglasses, all that. I need to pack a purse. Or a fanny pack, actually. I think I'm good.
Yay, we're off. So it was 3 of us traveling together, and then our other friend met us there because she was coming from somewhere else. Our longest haul was from Atlanta to Phoenix, about 4 hours, but went by quickly. And we've made it. Whole new terrain when we land. Made it to the grounds. Just gorgeous, gorgeous. The lobby is just stunning. Everything there is like a piece of art. Like you could take 1,000 pictures. So then we were making our way to our room. Our room was kind of on the other side of that pool, and we had a good view of the sunset each night. So when you check in, they give you these like booklets, and here is our room. And actually, I think I'm going to show you the booklet here in a second. Here's our room. You saw that giant shower back there? That was like hysterically large. Good desert view. All right, so they give you these books. It's got your key. It's also got a map of the place. And then it's like a little journal. So it asks you questions and you can kind of fill it in during your stay and then after. And it's full of cool quotes as well. All right, our first class, you see on that little sign, there were, it's like quiet zones. All right, here's our first class, which was perfect for like right after we got in. Our second class. And that was all the time we had as far as classes once we got in. So the sunsets and sunrises were just gorgeous. This is a rose garden right outside our bedroom. I loved hearing the owls.
All right, so I was trying to get a glimpse of the sunrise. I didn't get too good of a view. Still pretty. You can hear all the birds chirping. You can hear the owls, which is super cool. And I'm just like obsessed with all the cacti. There's just like a different energy about like being in the desert, like a sacred healing type of energy. So good morning. Oh, and it's cold this morning. It's like 40 degrees. Love it. There's the spa. There's a place to eat. More cacti.
I did FaceTime with my kiddos. These jackrabbits were kind of all over the property. They were so fun to see. And here's just kind of another lay of the land that's behind the spa. Kind of behind the resort. You could see just different trails. And then we saw a coyote. This journaling class really was transformative. That was my first time realizing what a Joshua tree was. That's what that is. And I just thought it was so cool and unique. This whole property was just awesome. And they have little signs kind of telling you what the different plants are. You can hear the water flowing. It's lovely. And as I started to say earlier, they have most areas around the property are kind of quiet zones, so you're not supposed to talk on your phone, that kind of stuff. And they have a note that says, like, if a text can do that, which is pretty much my life motto. Here's that little seed store, kind of a grab and go place and a place to get smoothies and juices.
Delicious green juice or smoothie, and I finally did that. Headed to Himalayan Kira Yoga Flow. Not entirely sure what that is, but I'm excited. And I'll report back. It's a gorgeous day. And it's across the way, I guess, by the pickleball courts. Yeah, hopefully I'm going to the right place. Check out this awesome view. All right.
So both that yoga flow and this intention burning ceremony were really, really powerful. I mean, all the classes were, but yeah, they really got me out of my comfort zone and helped me to kind of release some things. Okay, hiking is one of my favorite things, so I was so excited to do this. It was called the Quartz Hike.
You can see the hot air balloons. Cool.
And the guides are so informative that lead you. We've made it to the top.
So what did you do the rest of your day yesterday? Really? It is pronounced saguaro. Saguaro. So if you have been saying saguaro or cigaro, my favorite variation is sabaro. Pizza place. That is not correct. And it's a great way to stand out like a tourist. So if you want to sound like a local, then you say saguaro. It's spelled S-A-G-U-A-R-O, but the G-U-A just makes that one sound, so it's just saguaro. And I mean, this is the icon of the desert. You see them standing all around us here. They're absolutely beautiful. But not a lot of people are aware that this is actually the only place in the world that they grow. They literally cannot grow anywhere else. So unless you have been to the Sonoran Desert before, which is where we are now, you have never seen these cacti. And they have a lot of misconceptions about them as well. There's a lot of stuff that we used to think was true about them that has since been corrected. They live a very long time, but not quite as long as a lot of people think. So on average, they live up to 200 years. A lot of people, you'll hear, especially from Uber drivers, they'll say that each arm equals 100 years. So if your Uber driver has told you anything about cacti or the desert, don't listen to them, they're all wrong. The arms are not indicative of age. It's more indicative of health and resources than anything else. On the far end, the oldest that we've recorded was 320. However, his nickname was Old Green Guy. He lives down in Tucson Saguaro National Park down there in Arizona. And he was massive. He, like I said, he was 320, but he also was just ginormous. He had 56 arms total and was 68 feet tall and was big enough around on his main stem to fit a queen-size mattress inside of. Oh,
So they can get absolutely massive.
Here's me on a giant piece of quartz.
Alright, this is a road-friendly resort. We're heading to aquarobics.
I'm not usually a big robe person, but I did think this is kind of a cool feature, and we saw lots of people walking around in their robes. Okay, we're off to the spot. I'm telling you, everything is like just gorgeous. The way they've put this resort together and brought in just nature, but they've done a really great job of integrating like their spaces and the architecture. I loved this wall with different kinds of rocks, gemstones, whatever you call them. Okay, so this is the circuit, which we did. So you get in the pool on the right, which is kind of warm, and then you get in the furthest one, and then you get in the cold one. So we start in this one, and it's just nice. It's warm. You can hear the peaceful music. So you're supposed to do each for around 2 minutes, at least 2 minutes, and you do the entire circuit at least 3 times. Time's up, we go to the next one. Which, it was hot. I love a hot tub. Alright, time's up. Off to the cold one. There is, you may be able to hear some, some profanity. from my sister-in-law in a minute. So now Whitney, our friend in the middle, has been doing like cold showers. So she was totally zen with the whole thing. Anna and I were just freezing our booties off. But there's all sorts of benefits to a cold plunge like this. So I've tried to at least rinse off with cold water since I've gotten home after my hot shower. Then we got our spa treatments, and then we came back to the spa. Saw a beautiful sunset. The moon was gorgeous. Had to document actually, kind of looking cute one night for dinner. Again, the whole area is a photo op.
Last morning, trying to soak up all of Civana. Gonna go across the street and try to get a glimpse of the sunrise. Apparently through those bushes is the best spot. Can you hear all those birds going crazy? I think my husband would love golfing here. Pretty sunrise. Thank you, Lord.
This was my first time experiencing a labyrinth. And I did not know at first what the hype was going to be about, but it really is meditative and just a really cool process. You can Google labyrinths in your area too, so if you are ever curious about trying it, usually you bring an intention or lay something down you no longer need. There's our crew. We make our journey home now. Okay, so I am back from my trip and I feel like it's kind of hard to put into words everything that I thought of it. I went into it wanting to feel some kind of like transformation, feel like rejuvenated and refreshed, and just was very like open to any kind of new experience and like letting it be what it was meant to be. But I was really like expecting and hoping big things were gonna happen. And you can like feel the energy when you get there. Like you just assume that big things are going to happen. And Gypsy, I'm watching my parents' dog and she's scratching around. Yeah, and it did. So I am definitely feeling lighter. I'm feeling way more zen. I won't go through all of my kind of like hopes and dreams from the trip and what happened, but yeah, I'm feeling much more zen, much more like peaceful. I'm less anxious. I just feel like a resounding sense of calm. So that's been huge. So I'm like doing all I can to like preserve this peace, protect my peace, being really mindful of like what I put into my brain, my body. It's so interesting. I like have a craving for like just like fresh whole foods. Not that I was like eating a bunch of junk before, but like I don't know, my body just feel like I just want to nourish my body and continue how I'm feeling. So I've started journaling again each morning, and that's kind of like my time with God and to like write down my thoughts. I started doing the morning pages. So I think you guys can look it up. It's basically like you brain drain for like 3 pages, like notebook pages, to like clear the clutter, and then you like can really start writing good stuff and kind of receiving stuff. So that's been really beneficial. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Like I said, you go to these places and you like expect something big to happen, something like transformative, and then it does. But like, what if we had that same idea that like something big and transformative was going to happen like on a Tuesday? I feel like it would. Like God, the universe, like whoever, like would show up and big things would happen. So if we have that kind of like positivity and that energy, I feel like it can happen no matter where you are. Like you don't have to go on a wellness retreat. That's just like a prime time space for that to happen. Yeah. So join me for more spiritual philosophical talks, right? No, but anyways, like I highly recommend it if you've ever been thinking about like going on a wellness retreat, going on a wellness trip. Highly recommend Civana. There's just something, like I've said earlier, like something really magical about the desert. That's like the best way to put it. Different kind of energy, different kind of space. Like I haven't spent much time in the desert, although I did live in the desert for a couple years, but I was really little. I don't remember it, but there's just something really unique and magical, and I felt it. And yeah, I think doing something like that, like every couple years, would be awesome, just to kind of like bring you back to that. And it's fun to like, you know, I tried a bunch of different classes. I got way out of my comfort zone. I mean, I did like really unique stuff, and I just feel really good. I feel really good. So highly recommend. Let me know if you liked this kind of vlog style video. I love watching people's vlogs, especially when it involves traveling. So let me know what you think. And if you didn't like it, well, stay tuned for more other kinds of videos, travel tips and organizing tips. And I look forward to talking to y'all soon. Thanks.